Hey everyone, just like to welcome you tonight to Holiday Wellness. We have a few of us that are going to share tonight on things that we do to keep ourselves well. Sorry, I'm getting in here real quick. Always forget where it's at. There we go. So we are going to be talking about healthy holidays. We want to stay well. We want to keep our bodies so that we have our immunities boosted. Anytime we're around people with colds and issues, then we want to make sure that we're building up our system so that our immunities don't go down and we get something. So anyway, welcome tonight, and I just want to wish you all a great and happy holidays too before we get over here, so don't forget. So you know about our Thieves products. They are awesome products, everything from cleaning the house with your Three Thieves household cleaner, to your waterless hand sanitizers, to your foaming hand soaps. We have other different foaming hand soaps beside the Thieves foaming hand soap, but we have all these products that will boost our immunities. My mother-in-law uses and my mom and I all have Thieves cough drops in our purse, so that when we're out and about, you're in the grocery store, whatever, if you need something, or if you've been around someone that has something, it's Thieves in it. So that is boosting your immunities, as well as helping you and protecting you against other stuff out there, the grunge and everything out there. So one thing that I use for around the holidays, and has anybody made cookies yet? I've made cookies around here. There we have the excess sugar right now. We have excess carbs. So there's 4 digestion supports that I have used in the last few weeks, starting actually before Thanksgiving. The Allerzyme, the Detoxzyme, the Essentialzyme, and the Essentialzyme 4. Tonight I took the Essentialzyme 4 with one of our bigger meals. It's heavier, it had carbs in it, a lot of protein in it. So Essentialzyme 4 is a great booster. We have a wonderful slide. Oh, I was trying to zoom in on it. It won't let me right now. But different enzymes, including one more. It's the Mighty Zymes for the kids. And I'm not sure if that one's in or out of stock right now. I don't know if Jane wants to jump on and let me know about that. I'll check it later. But we have Detoxzyme, and that helps with when I'm extra bloaty. Like tonight before I go to bed, I'll probably take a Detoxzyme. So you can take some of these, like especially the Essentialzyme 4, I take it with meals. Allerzyme, I take it anything that my kiddo doesn't do well on gluten, so I'll give him an Allerzyme on that as well. So there's wonderful enzymes, and I take these when we go and we have holiday, around the holiday times, especially I take extra ones, as well as on the road, because it's just not the same food that we're eating at home. So next up we have body support, and we have Sue talking on this one.
So recently I had some of the seasonal gunk. And when you think about that, you think of blowing your nose a lot, and we know all what that is. I'll be compliant and not say what it is. But so what I found super supportive is the Super C's, right? Chewable, take during the day, or almost like a snack, support throughout the day. Caplets, take with meals. So, and that has been awesome for me, along with the super vitamin D, right? I don't know about where you live, but where I live, we haven't had too much sunshine. Vitamin D essential, right? So the other thing I did was to support my throat and my whole body was I took some organic bone broth and added some of the ninja greens to it. Now for me, 8 ounces of bone broth and 1 scoop of this was too much, but a half scoop was like perfect. So you have to see what your taste buds prefer. And I also put a swirl of Vitality parsley in it. So more beneficial for your body. The other thing that I do and did in the heat of it all, organic lemon, cut it in half, squeeze it, add about 6 to 8 ounces of water to it, add a couple drops of the Vitality lemon, add a tablespoon of dark, robust maple syrup, and add a dash or whatever you can withstand of cayenne pepper. Again, get those body fluids moving instead of being stuck where you don't want them stuck. So those are my, and you could substitute organic lime for the organic lemon. So those are my tips for body support. And just think about it. You're supporting what your body needs every day. You're helping fluids move. The greens are digestive support and whole body support as well.
Awesome.
I love those ideas. Those are awesome ideas. Go ahead, Jean.
No, I love the tip. I take bone broth, but I hadn't thought about adding my ninja greens to it. And then the tip of parsley or even cumin Vitality would be amazing. So I wrote that down. Thanks, Sue.
That's a great idea, getting those extra veggies in that bone broth, because bone broth,
Absolutely.
some of them can be, the beef ones can be a little heavy, and that would lighten them up a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's great tips, Sue. Thanks. And I love the lemon idea too.
Yep.
Got to get
Lemon
those
is
lemons.
very good for your body fluids.
Next up, we have Jean. Jean's going to talk about some kidney support.
All right, guys. So you may know this, but what do our kidneys do? Right? They do a job of filtering out toxins in our bodies. And as Sue said, right, we want to get gunk moving through our bodies, right? And one of the organs, especially during the winter times, more people will have kidney stones or kidney issues in the winter time. Why do you think that's so? Because we're typically sitting more, we're less physically active. And a lot of times when we're sitting, we're putting a lot of pressure on our back, okay? So the K and B is amazing, okay? Like this is something you take when you travel. We just got back, as you guys know. We traveled for 4.5 days. We were really in the car for a long time, right? And we needed to support our kidneys. And I've learned through the years that I would usually leave the supplement at home because it was a liquid, you know, we're only going to be gone a week or two. It is vital to support our kidneys, especially when you're traveling. And then the second is an oil. How many of you guys use cypress already and love cypress, right? Amazing for circulation, okay? I use cypress over my kidneys, okay? You can do this once a day. You can do this 5 times a day. It's not going to hurt. Anywhere where you want to keep things flowing, use cypress oil. Tonight, we're specifically talking about kidneys, but don't forget where all your lymph nodes are. Right here, under the brow line, the groin area. Cypress is amazing behind the knees, etc. These two products have kept kidney stones at bay. And even if you start, I'm going to second what Sue said regarding lemon oil. Lemon is also a powerhouse. And, you know, guys, we have the Vitality. You can put it right under the tongue. If you don't have water, if you don't have your capsules, you can still take that. It is hot for some people, but it's amazing support. And then the last thing is, has anybody ever felt like when you're traveling, maybe you forget to take your supplements, like you take them and you come home with them all? Has that ever happened to anybody besides me? Okay, yes, I see one hand. Thank you. Okay, so here's what I found. When we're traveling, I take a nitro every day. Not because I have to have the energy. I find it mentally kicks me. I usually take this between 8 and 10 in the morning. And it's kind of like, okay, I'm more focused. And then I'm like, okay, there's my supplements. I pull them out. I take them. I make sure Dale and I are taking them throughout the day. I used to take this only like, oh, if I'm tired, I'll take a nitro. I want to encourage you, if you are sick, if you're not feeling great, if you feel sluggish, consider trying to take a nitro with your Ningxia Red, your minerals in the morning, and see if maybe you're not a little bit better at consistently taking your supplements or remembering what. And the last thing, I'm just going to mention, I don't travel without this. How many of you guys are familiar with activated charcoal? Okay. If you've ever had a stomach bug, if you've ever had food poisoning, anything, this is not a Young Living product, guys. There's many powder, many different forms for activated charcoal. I've only had to have food poisoning once, and I literally thought death would be better than food poisoning. It was a very bad case. So I want to tell you, when you're traveling or you're going to visit family with the holidays, or as Beth has mentioned, we're eating differently, your stomach can give you a lot of challenges, okay? Taking your enzymes will help. But if you get a stomach bug or food poisoning, you might need to up that game. And for me, it's activated charcoal. It's one of the things that is essential when I travel, especially if I'm going to be gone 4 or 5 days. I want to enjoy my trip. So those are my quick, I hope, holiday tips for you all.
Love that activated charcoal. We had it in little tablets when the kids were little as well, just in case they ever got into anything that they shouldn't have.
And if you,
go ahead.
This is semi-joking, but if you were ever in college and you might have drunk a little bit too much alcohol, I have a past, guys. Activated charcoal was one way to get over a hangover. Just saying. I heard about that when I was in college. Okay.
Awesome. So the last thing we're talking about, I believe one of the last things is sleep support. When you're out and about, when you're not getting that sleep that you need on the road or at home with company or with just prepping for the holidays and getting those gifts out. New Year's Eve, you're up late, you're eating wrong, you're just not feeling good. My mom will swear by this. We will take this. We love the Immune Pro. It's great with the melatonin in it, as well as it just is a great immune boost as well. So it's great for just whole body support, as well as getting a wonderful night of sleep. So make sure you have that Immune Pro around. Again, travel support. Jean was talking about the nitro. I make sure I have this in my purse on the road. If you ever get exhausted and you still have those few hours to go, definitely, or a half an hour to go, nitro is the way to go for me. Afternoon working on stuff, making sure I get all of my stuff done for the holidays. That's a great just to focus for just cognitive fitness. So Sue, what are a few things that you do to prep your house?
Well, I have a diffuser. I'm downstairs right now, but I have a diffuser next to our artificial Christmas tree. And I rotate diffusing because I think it's a good idea to rotate what you diffuse. I either do evergreen essence, Northern Lights black spruce, winter nights, Christmas spirit, pine. So those are just some of my favorites. And the Christmas spirit does have orange in it already, and cinnamon, I think, right? With the Northern Lights black spruce. Yes. So it mixes it up a little bit. And I feel like a little breath of the evergreen forest when I walk into my living room. So it's very nice. And our pup loves it because she sleeps right underneath the diffuser.
That's awesome. And we can know it's safe for them as well. So they will get away if it's too strong for them ever, they will get away from it. A lot of people also boost their thieves household. Make sure you're cleaning the doorknobs and the switches and everything as people come in and out. You could add orange or a citrus or a cinnamon to your thieves household spray so that you can even give it a nice Christmassy boost. So we just want to wish you all Merry Christmas. We're off for the next 2 weeks. Just wanting to let you know the next class is January 5th, and we'll be back on. Let us know how you can help us. We're there to be there for you. So have a good Christmas, and thank you all for coming.